we've been having a little friendly competition regarding Boris, haven't we? It's been quite funny.
Yeah.
He's been completely choosing to ignore us.
Ignore the whole thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I would too if I was him. Because we're being really retarded and over the top about it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
indeed.
of course. And half the time I do it just because I want to see if I could actually get a reaction out of Boris.
Yeah, me too. So, hello everybody. We're back again, and I am going to show Anubis. I'm taking him on a little bit of a trip. I want to show him my backside dent, as I so eloquently described it. I want to see if it's still there. I haven't looked since I made this particular image. So you have your face in a rock, and I have the backside of my ship in a rock. And there's good stuff out there. There's uranium and nickel, and there was all kinds of other things as well, because it's an asteroid that has moons around it, and the moons have got things on. So are you following me? Yeah, I can see you
I
behind me.
thought I was.
Hang on, I'll slow
Oh, I
down.
know what I'm doing wrong.
You going the wrong way?
I'm going the wrong way because I'm still in my remote. Okay, where are you? Cells go faster. There you go. Okay, here,
Yeah.
actually, just let me. These lights, I need to turn them off while I'm flying, though. So, light. Let's.
Dear me, it's no wonder that Boris prefers my ship.
Hey, I'm being considerate to my viewers. That's what I'm doing here.
We are not so much in our episodes and things, but elsewhere where we've been having a little friendly competition regarding Boris, haven't we? It's been quite funny.
Yeah,
He's been completely choosing to ignore us.
ignore the whole thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I would too if I was him. Because we're being really retarded and over the top about it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
indeed.
of course. And half the time I do it just because I want to see if I could actually get a reaction out of Boris.
Yeah, me too. Or sometimes it's a case of if I say this to Anubis, I bet Anubis will come up with something that Boris will react to. It's like maybe I won't get the reaction out of Boris, but let's see if Anubis gets a reaction out of Boris. It's like trolling by proxy.
Yeah. Who's the troll? The troll or the troll that trolls the troll?
Indeed.
We have deep conversations on this show.
We do.
Yes.
Uh-oh,
All
getting
philosophical
close.
and such.
Now, because it's not the easiest thing to find, I actually placed my waypoint in exactly the right place. I seem to remember.
Okay, so it's in this asteroid. Yeah, you're.
Hmm.
So have we actually told people what we're looking for yet?
I think so. I said the back end of
Oh
my
my
ship.
goodness.
What?
It from where I'm standing, it looks like the face of a dog,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
like
It.
a bull
Hmm.
blah blah blah. What's the word I'm looking for? Bulldog.
Yeah, it had a. I remember it having a very animalistic look about it.
Or even like a um an orc or an orakai or something like from the or no, it looks like a cave troll from what's its face? Damn it. Hobbits and Rings. Lord of the Rings, thank you. Okay.
Okay, so I have to get right in that spot there because that was where I was sat in my ship when you could actually see the. Oh, is that it there? Oh, it is too.
Was it right in this?
It's right here. Can you see?
Oh, is that outline?
Yeah. So the clump of rock that's sort of sticking up, the little nub of rock, is where my connector is. Because the armour sort of went all around it. My connector sticks out a little bit more than it used to now. But I'm pretty sure that is exactly where I reversed into.
Where you bumped right into it. And so
Uh-huh.
there's a little clump there.
Which was the inside of my armour. Oh, it goes, I know, it goes that way up. Yeah.
Oh,
So
I see. Yeah, I can
let's
kind of
move.
see it. Yeah, that's hilarious. So you just like rammed right into it.
I did at such speed. Yeah, yeah, there you go. It was like that. So, and if
Whoa.
I go upwards, just watching you there, I can pull alongside the. And yeah, you can see absolutely perfectly where I rammed into the rock. It's like a mirror image of my butt.
Behold, Sal's butt.
So yeah, so talking about how we are increasing the size of the world every time we mark something. Well, I think I can fairly say I've truly branded this asteroid, so we can take as much as we can go ahead and
We can
mine
do
this
this
one.
one.
Yeah,
Oh, there's
indeed.
nickel over here, actually.
Yeah, yeah. There's nickel, and I think there's uranium around somewhere as well. Yeah, there's uranium. There's probably ice. I stopped marking ice at one point because there was so much of it everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. There's ice. Ice actually is pretty abundant. I
Mm.
remember the first time I went looking for ice. We were in like it was in the whitelist server, and we didn't have any, right? Because supposedly they would get generated on new asteroids, but we were in a world that was so old that we didn't get new asteroids.
Yeah.
So we actually had to craft. Boris and I crafted an ice asteroid and threw it into the world so that I could go get some for my build. I don't think Boris actually ever cared because he's like it just dies anyway,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, I'm not pedantic about it. It's I'm much more of Boris's frame of mind, but I like to make sure that my ships are equipped. So out here now, for example, if I ran out of oxygen, then I'd be abandoning my ship and you go
Yeah,
back to your nearest medical bay or whatever. So yeah, it's okay to do it when you're a base builder. As Boris says, he sits on a base and he never goes anywhere.
yep,
Then that's fine. You can die. You're always right next door to your resurrector.
yep.
But yeah, if you go
Yeah,
out
you don't lose
exploring,
anything by dying.
hmm
But yeah, yeah, you're right. If you explore, you need to make sure you have ice and generators and
yeah,
or at least tanks full of oxygen that you have to go back home before you run out.
yeah, yeah. Which was why I finally got round to saying this. Which was why I was getting irate that time. Do you remember? Oh, however many months ago it was when I was very drunk. Uh,
Oh, oh, yes, I remember. On
and
the Motley Crew
that's right. Back in our
or Merry Friends, yeah.
Yeah, back in our old world when I was getting more and more drunk by the second, and you were trying to explain oxygen to me, and you were all faffing around with oxygen on the base, and you needed me to go out and mine stuff, and you were sending me out
Yeah.
in my ship with no oxygen in it.
Well, we had no oxygen for anybody.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and then it all compounded with that. There was bugs in the game, so you
Hmm.
thought I was like
Yeah,
wreck you shit, right?
yeah,
As the Nidites would
right.
say.
Yeah. You were feeding me duff information and pretending you knew. Oh, that was funny when I saw something that when Boris asked you, do you know that, or are you just making it up, or are you just guessing? And it's like, yeah, see, he does too. When he doesn't know, he just makes it up. I knew he did.
Yeah, well, I'm a father, so I have these mad skills. Do you know how many questions a young child asks you that you have no idea the answer of? You have to get really good at bullshit really fast.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Mm. But yeah, as often happens with things, when bad things happen, I mean, it wasn't really terribly bad, but you know, I did sort of have some sense of remorse for the next day when I was sober again. I was thinking, oh, what did I do? Why was I so irate? Why was I getting all so worked up about that? But of course, it did lead to us sort of setting up our own little series and going off mining together and stuff.
That is very true.
Led to the VCD series and things.
Yep. So this one has nickel for sure, because I'm mining it. What else are you finding?
I'm doing uranium at the moment.
Anything else, or is that it for the moment? You
There's
see anyway.
definitely iron.
Oh, yeah, there's iron on every asteroid. So.
Yeah.
I don't think, actually, that would be interesting to know if there's actually an asteroid that doesn't have iron. Like if there's just stone. I guess maybe really small ones would be pure stone, but I wonder, like, if an asteroid of any real size would have. I guess we could look at the algorithms, right? There's probably like a percentage type thing going on with iron to stone to whatever else ratios.
Yeah.
So there might be asteroids that are really small that are pure iron, pure stone. But once they get to a certain size, then they always have iron.
Yeah. Or maybe the percentage chance of iron is so high that once you get over a certain size, it's pretty much 100% chance.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at us, being all math-like.
I actually quite like maths.
Yeah.
But not sums. I don't like sums. And I can't do mental arithmetic.
Yeah.
At all. I am really bad.
I was really into math and physics when I was in high school. Those were my big things that I really loved.
Yeah.
I tried to get into chemistry, but just didn't really suit me right. And biology, oh my God, I hated biology because it seemed like it was just a course about memorizing everything. Like you just had to memorize everything. It had nothing to do, like, and maybe that's just in the early days, right? It's like you need to know all these things. You have to memorize all these things before you get into how stuff works. But it just seemed like I was just constantly memorizing gigantic words.
The thing that I take from my high school biology is the Isles of Langerhan. Which,
the Isles of Langerham.
Langerhan.
What is that?
I can't quite remember, but I love the name. I think it's something in your pancreas.
Oh, whoa! It got dark.
It's definitely a bit of your body anyway. The Isles of Langerhan. Maybe it's in your liver or your kidneys, but I think it's your pancreas.
Well, that's a fun one. Is that helping? Oh. Why? Okay, are my lights off again?
Are you having difficulty with your switches?
I don't... Oh, yeah. I know what I did wrong. I didn't turn them back on, because that's what I do. Well, when I was mining out the other side, and it was obviously light enough out there with the sun that I didn't realize that they were off still. And then I came back inside, and I'm like, why is it so dark? I have, like, spotlights coming out my nose.
Why do you switch them off?
Well, because when I was out flying behind you, they were so bright that they were actually causing, like, white glare all the way across my screen.
Oh, okay.
So I turned them off while I was flying so that people could see space. And then when I'm inside and it's pitch black, I turn them on so that they can see the asteroid. See, like I said, I'm just trying to be, really good to my viewers.
Yeah.
Give them maximum visibility. But then I forget.
Yeah. You could do with a light sensing unit. Is it dark? Switch the lights on.
Yeah. Do they have a daylight sensor in this game?
I don't know.
I don't know. If you can detect the actual light. You know what? You probably could jerry-rig a solar panel to do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because the solar panel has the levels of light and energy output. So
Mm.
I bet you could write a script that says, if my solar panel is getting no power,
Mhm. Then
turn on
switch the
lights.
lights on. Uh-huh.
Look at me using my brain.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, huh? It's crazy. What's that? What's that line from The Simpsons? Do you watch The Simpsons?
I do
Yeah,
occasionally.
it's shut up, brain, before I stick you with a Q-tip.
Yeah.
I love Homer. Or I think it was a pencil before I stick you with a pencil or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to laugh at Mia last night. Was it last night? Did you read that in chat? Where
Oh, yeah. I did actually, and then I was going to respond, and then it was one of those things where I read like this whole history
yeah.
of stuff. By the time I got to the end, I completely forgot about the stuff in the beginning and responded to only the stuff at the end. It was huge.
Yeah, I think Mia forgot. I mean, because I'll spam any chat anywhere. That if I figure if it's a group chat and it's not got any special purpose, then it's really just for bantering in, isn't it?
I guess
Um,
so. Yeah.
and that one was particularly just because it was the group of us five. Just somewhere where we could chat about what times we were meeting up and which games we were playing, and yeah, like I said to Mia, it was full of donkeys and ribbed for your pleasure pictures, so we didn't need to worry about the fact that he was filling it with annotations and stuff. But yeah, when he started having the discussion about the purple nidites and these, and I was saying, no, this isn't a conversation for me.
Yeah, that's
Take it
right.
elsewhere. And he was like, he said, stuck a
Oh,
temporary
right.
purple badge to my forehead with a long needle. And he's like, now talk.
You know, it's funny actually. Ever since he did that video for Mirapalooza,
Oh yeah,
the he put his voice over the who was it, like the scientist guy from TF2,
yeah,
I think. Like, so ever since then though, in my mental picture of Mir is that guy now.
yeah,
Like, whenever he talks, I see that guy from TF2. I think it's perfect.
yeah. He makes such a good mad scientist.
Yes, he does.
Or robot.
Or robot, yes.
Yeah, because that was the other
That's
character he
actually how
did.
he signs. He updates the Space Engineer server every week, right?
Hmm.
And he every single time now he goes server updated. I am a robot. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to be doing a game with Mia. We're going to do a series. Just something short, something not too taxing, because Mia, I think it would be easy to underestimate just how much Mia does. So I don't want to
Yes.
take too much of his time, to be honest. But
Yeah, he does. But tons.
yeah, but I want to have some fun, and I'm sure he'll enjoy it too. And somehow or other, he seemed to be ending up in a position where he felt that he owed me a favour.
I just take it, right?
Yeah, it's just like I'm not sure how he came to that conclusion, but okay, yeah. So the favour is he's going to co-op with me on something, and I think what we're going to do is a Portal 2 map.
Ooh,
So
that'll be a fun co-op, actually.
yeah. So although he's played Portal 2 through to its completion, and I haven't touched it. So what we're going to do is get a map out of the workshop that he hasn't played, and play one of the player generated things. I
Oh,
mean,
okay, yeah, yeah.
if you understand what I'm talking about, then I'm doing a good job of like bullshitting really, because I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, I've played Portal 2 all the way to the end
Uh-huh.
myself. I'd never done any of the multiplayer maps, but the single player was unbelievably awesome. Like
Yeah.
unbelievably awesome. Yeah, like it's worth a playthrough just because of the the characters. That's where Wheatley comes from, right? Like my little reference to Wheatley, my little bot that I made,
Yeah.
my follow me drone. That's Wheatley is from Portal 2.
Oh, I didn't
And
know that.
yeah, and then there's also GLaDOS, which is the
Yeah.
other main character, and the banter, like the things that they say.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're brilliant. They're so funny
So,
and
so you've
kind of.
not played the multiplayer Portal 2?
No, I haven't. I
No.
haven't done the multiplayer part of it.
Oh gosh, we should do that.
You're doing it with
No, no,
Mir.
Mia's done the multiplayer map. We're just gonna pick a one out of like a bit of extra content out of the workshop
Oh, okay.
because it's got like a map editor or scenario editor or something like that built into Portal 2, so you can build your own maps, sort of build your own tests. So yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go and get a player built testing initiative thingy.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, I realized you weren't playing the in-game ones because he's already done those, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's super fun. It's worth playing through. Your fans might, if you haven't played it, and your fans might like actually watching you do a playthrough of Portal 2. It's a great game.
Well, I've seen other people play it on YouTube. I've watched a couple of episodes
Oh,
here
okay.
and there, so I know who the characters are, but I haven't watched it close enough to know the maps or to know the answers
Right.
to any of the puzzles. So I'm not going in 100% blind, but not far off. But I didn't actually realise that there was a single player version of it. I thought it was a two-player co-op.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a single player game with the co-op. With it, like when you're all like it's kind of like the second part of the game is that, oh, you love this thing so much and you want more puzzles, so now go through it with some friends, type of thing.
Right.
Yeah, or a friend, I guess. It's co-op. Yeah. I'm drilling through ice right now, like right through the asteroid. I just decided for whatever reason to just drill straight through, but this totally reminds, like, it's amazing with the spotlights that I have all the way around. It's
Yeah.
glowing off of the ice, and
Yeah.
it just looks just unbelievably awesome. But it reminds me of when I was in the next episode I will tell that story. It's
Hey.
end of the episode.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Feel it in my bones. I could feel it in my hands. I could feel it in my chest. We're the ones who understand.